Hello, everyone. Yes, your girl is showing off. You can see my lemongrass. I am coming in live again today. Lord have mercy. Hey, Dr. Latson. Uh, all right. Hi, everybody. Let me know who's out there. Yes, this is specifically for the entrepreneurs and small business owners. We are doing Facebook Live and a Periscope simultaneously. So, I don't know. I'm showing off today. So, what's up? How you doing? It's Dakisha Williams, your virtual COO. Dr. Ladson is joining us. Sakoni, what's up? I appreciate you supporting me. Yes. Hey, Elise, can you believe I'm back again today? And this one is actually an interesting question that I have because I want to talk about our webinars dead. And hence, Periscope. Felicia Muhammad, hello, my dear. How are you? So for those of you all that are not familiar with me, make sure that you share. Yes, on both platforms. Heidi Millman, how are you? So, Crystal, what's up? How you doing, sweetheart? Yes. Let's see, Mike, how you doing? Welcome. So, all right, we're gonna kick this off. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with you all. I'm gonna try to welcome everyone as they come in. Yes, I see my cousin Lachelle out there. Just show some love. What's up? So look, check this out, right? I was having a conversation. I got in trouble yesterday. Hey, Dr. Lasson, I see you out there. We all need our own accountability partners, right? So of course I got caught. I got busted not doing some things that Dakisha is supposed to be doing in her business, right? So we were talking about hosting a webinar. I have a webinar coming up next week. And so, I was kind of on the fence about whether or not I wanted to do the webinar. I'm like, So I started to do some research and I'm like, well, are webinars really dead? Like, do people do webinars anymore? So what's your feedback? What's your take on it? Hey, Faith, KP, what's your take? Do you guys think that webinars are dead? I know I still do. I still invest in them. I still watch them. I still do online educational trainings. But I'd love to know what your feedback and, are you doing webinars in your business? I know some of you all may not necessarily. Yeah, Dr. Edson. I don't know. So I got 5 reasons why webinars are not dead. You ready for this? My lovely Sandra Scott. Sandra, guess what, baby? I got some tea over here. I've been drinking my water. Sandra's been helping me out. And let's see. Hi, sweetie. Yes. Okay. So, especially, yes, industry specific. I'm starting to attend and do them. Congratulations. They are the future of our training. Love the feedback. Yes, Sakoni. They are the future of our training. I am doing good. Look, water and hot tea. It's lemongrass tea. And actually it's from TT Taria. You guys know Taria Hodge. So she's out in the island. So I actually have some real deal tea here. Okay. So just trying to stay fresh. Woohoo. But yeah. So no, Sakoni is absolutely right that it is a future of our training. So I agree. Webinars are not dead. And the reason why I kind of wanted, I wanted to put it out there because so many people are using platforms like Facebook Live and so many people are using Periscope. I use them both. Oh, you said I got that soul glow? Girl, don't you get me excited. Oh, Lord, Chad, don't you get me excited. You are hilarious. All right, must be my lighting, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to glow, okay? But yeah, so many people have come to like the Facebook Live platform and the Periscope platform. And thanks for sharing. I really do appreciate that. And so it's kind of open, right? It's open where anyone can join, I know, stay focused. So, I don't know how many friends on Facebook, but they all have access, to my Facebook Live. And it doesn't really help you segment the audience. So, I mean, they can delete me, if they get tired of hearing about small business, entrepreneurships, building a team. Because that's what Nikisha is going to talk about. Your virtual COO is going to talk about how to help you get to the next level, okay? So, I mean, they can delete me. However, my number one reason that I feel that webinars are not dead is because it's still a lead magnet. It's still one of the number one ways to generate leads. Why is that? Because you still have to actually have a registration page in order for them to gain access to the webinar, right? Duh. So it still can be used as one of the main ways to actually, I'm so nosy. I'm in my office and my window is like right there. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it's still one of the number one ways to actually build prospects, and build your list. So that's the number one reason why I feel like, webinars are not dead, okay? And Elise made a great point that it is industry specific based on the type of trainings that you conduct, right? And you can actually segment your audience based on the topic of your webinar. So that goes back to the example of where I was saying that my Facebook Live, anybody can join. Yesterday, Papa joined. My kid's granddaddy joined, right? I got aunties and uncles and cousins and everything that join, just to kind of see what Nikisha does in her business. They know that she's on social media. They know that she's a speaker, So, however, hey, Latanya. How are you? Thanks for joining. However, when I'm doing a webinar, it's very specific to people that are interested. So I like it. I actually love them because it allows them to raise their hand and say, you know what? I'm interested about the topic that Nikisha is going to be speaking about. Hey, Stella, I see you over there. And so Stella's making some major moves in 2017 as well. Love webinars, right? Love it. Keeps me from joining the random rattles. And I try to support too, but sometimes I get on, I'm like, what? And what are you talking about? So I'm the type of person, I like to continue to feed myself. I like to continue to learn. So yes, Sandra, webinars are great. You never know kind of what you're going to get into when you are on some of the other platforms. Now, they are great to help you build a tribe, help you stay relevant. I'm all for it. But when you're building your list and when you want a atmosphere specifically for your audience, webinars are the place to go. And one of the things that I found out when I was researching, a large percentage, you need to know how to set up, honey, you need to inbox me. We need to get you doing some webinars, Latanya. Don't worry about it. I got you. So webinars are the thing, okay? So one of the things too that I research is that a very large percentage of the people that actually register for your webinar, actually, y'all gonna make me do a webinar training. Stella said me too. So a large percentage of the people that sign up for your webinar become long-term clients. Think about that. And think about it. It's because they are your ideal client. They actually are interested in the topic that you're speaking about. 9 times out of 10, you probably solve the problem that they're having, right? So I have to do a webinar training. All right, we're going. So what platform do I use for my webinars? Wow, come through webinar training. So I've used Instant Broadcast Pro, which is a branded to PPI. I've used, oh boy. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I've used Webinar Jam. I've used Easy Webinar Pro. I've tried to sell. Okay, so let me tell you. I used to be a trainer, and I used to teach, webinar training. That's why I said y'all gonna make me do a webinar training, okay? And I had to try out the different platforms to see which one works best. I don't think I've ever used GoToWebinar, but GoToWebinar is really good. Freeconferencing.com, it's not really a webinar platform, but it allows you to share your screen and it allows you to actually share your PowerPoint as well. Zoom is another great platform to do a broadcast from as well. With Zoom, it's kind of weird because with an actual webinar platform, you actually can send emails out from the webinar platform. The registration goes, in the webinar platform, and you can automatically send the contact information to your CRM. So with Zoom, it doesn't have that set up, so you kind of have to automate it. So what did I say? IBP, which is Instant Broadcast Pro, Webinar Jam, GoToWebinar, Free Conferencing. Those are some of the platforms I've been using. Webinar Jam, I believe. That's sad. It's uploaded on my back office, and so my VA just sets it up now. But I've been doing it for probably 4 or 5 years now. So, okay. So a large percentage of your attendees actually become long-term clients, okay? So that's the third reason why webinars are not dead. Reason number 4, it's an easier way to build out your sales funnel. I don't know how many of you, Sandra may understand this because she watches webinar training as well. And I can tell when I'm watching an automated webinar, but so many of you, and depending on the type of industry or depending on, your business model, want to make money when you're asleep, or, we call it hashtag beach money is what Taria likes to call it. For those of you all that know my colleague, Taria. Doing a webinar is one of the best ways to set up a sales funnel, to be honest with you, because you can record that webinar one time, right? And actually set that webinar on automation, and it runs throughout the entire year. It's like magic. And so I still probably have 3 webinars that are running on automation in a sales funnel somewhere in my CRM. So you probably opt in. Let's just say you opt in for a gift that I offer when I do my presentations. 9 times out of 10, by day number 3, you're going to get an invitation to a webinar. 9 times out of 10, that webinar is not live. Do I still do live webinars? Absolutely. We're going to do one next week. I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the webinar, y'all. I'm going to do some training. Larry Beecham in the building. What's up? Larry Beecham, are webinars still dead? What do you think? What do you say, bruh? What do you say, champ? So I love the funnels, right? Automation. So I still have like 3 or 4 webinars that are in a sequence. I like to use the word sequence, not necessarily funnels, but that's the type of business that I have set up. Okay. So doing webinars can allow you to have an easier way to build a funnel. You're not talking about rinse and repeat. No, I'm not talking about rinse and repeat. When I say a sequence or a funnel, that means that I have a lead gen. So they have actually opted in to learn more, know, alive and kicking, especially evergreen webinars. Absolutely. You got it, Larry. And that's exactly what I mean, Stella, about the, yes, an ecosystem. Actually saying, Stella's asking, is a funnel, what was the question? I'm sorry. You asked if the funnel is a rinse and repeat. No, it's not. Because once you record the webinar, it's actually evergreen because it continuously to run until you actually turn it off. So until you actually re-record a new webinar or update it, that webinar will run in that sequence until you update the sequence or change the sequence out. Okay? So it's evergreen. It's not rinse and repeat. It's not like you have to. That's the thing I love about automation, is that you don't have to repeat. It's evergreen. It's just done. It's going to keep going. So the last reason that webinars are not dead to Keisha is that you can repurpose the content. Like for those of you all that have an online educational platform, you can actually repurpose your webinar content and your Facebook Live and your Periscopes as well in your online membership portal. Okay. So those are some of the reasons, 5 reasons, and I'll recap them for you as to why webinars are clearly not dead. They're here to stay. I know my partner's going to be like, yeah, whatever, girl. You better be doing paid webinars. So, and that's a great thing too. Some of the webinar platforms allow you to actually charge for your webinar. So great use for lead generation methods. It allows you to segment your audience so that you know exactly who you're speaking to. You know who is actually on the other end, and you know that they're interested in, what's up, Vanessa? Vanessa, you just joined in, honey. I gave you a good one today. You're going to have to watch the replay. Are webinars dead, Vanessa? I want to know, what is your take on it? Are webinars dead? Yep. Some say no. Some say it's the future of our training. Vanessa says no. That's right. No. No is the answer. All right. And number 3, we're recapping now. So number 3, to let you know, is a large percentage of the individuals that participate and register for your webinar will become long-term clients. Also, webinars are a great way to set up automation sequences so you can make money while you sleep. It is not a cliche. It happens. I've seen sequences that run and they promote them every quarter. I'm like, oh, I've been through that sequence before, okay? So start setting up your sequences. So guess what? Today, we are going to include this training as a part of the 21-day revenue challenge, okay? Vanessa says she added 60 people to her list from the webinar. We just promoted one for a client last week and added 360 something names to their list from hosting a webinar. So we're doing the same webinar again. I remember last year we challenged ourselves to do 8 webinars in 30 days. 8 webinars in 30 days. We made over $5,000 in 30 days. I think it was more like $7,000 in 30 days from doing 8 webinars in 30 or 45 days. You remember that, right? So yeah, I mean, we were going hard. So webinars are not dead, and they are a great way to generate revenue. And then webinars done correctly create around-the-clock income. Absolutely. Larry Beecham said it himself. And so it allows you to repurpose your content so that you can use it as bonuses, as added value for products that you are developing. So Vanessa, you're doing 2 a month. I want to see them. I'm holding you to it. 2 webinars a month. Look who talking. No, seriously, I have one next week. Woohoo! You can go to secretrevenueblueprint.com. Secretrevenueblueprint.com. We're going to be talking about how you can grow your business on a monthly budget of $600. So we're going to talk about building a team, outsourcing, right? So we're going to use this video as one of the 21-day revenue challenge. If you've been hanging out with me, you guys know I've been doing the 21-day revenue challenge, giving you tips every day to help you immediately increase the revenue in your business. So if you haven't caught the other days, we got like 14, 15 other days in Periscope. So you can find me on the scope at @DE_Keisha. That's at @DE_Keisha on Periscope. So make sure you go watch some of the other scopes. So hopefully you enjoyed this information. Hopefully it helps you to let you know that you're going to want to know my numbers. You know I do. When you have that webinar, I want to know how many people register. And what did I say? Pick up the damn phone. So you better be calling those individuals that came to your webinar so that you can close sales on the back end side. That's the old scope. If you didn't watch it, you need to go back and watch that scope. All right. So this is Dakisha Williams, your virtual COO, having fun, just keeping you educated, right? Yes, we hold each other accountable. I love my accountability partners. I told y'all I got in trouble yesterday. So I've been working hard in the lab, y'all, hard in the lab. So catch me in on Scope every day. I'm coming to you, bringing you challenges. We got like 5 more days left. So if you are not signed up, you can sign up at 21dayrevenuechallenge.com. That's 21dayrevenuechallenge.com. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Love y'all. Stay profitable. #profit producers. Love ya.